So guys, Nnamdi Kanu's release is what is definitely obtainable for us Nigerians at the moment. As I've been telling you guys that Nnamdi Kanu is a true prophet. Now it's now looking like every truth Nnamdi Kanu said that time, everything that Nnamdi Kanu spoke that time is now coming out to be what is happening in reality. Everything that Nnamdi Kanu said that time is what is happening now. There's no two ways about it. Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet. I kept on saying this, I kept on preaching it, that Nnamdi Kanu is very innocent. And all what Nnamdi Kanu was saying that time is the truth. He was emphasizing and talking about the insecurity happening in the country. But Tinubu and his government and the reigning president of that year was like, no, this man wants to expose the truth to Nigerians. No, we have to detain him. This is why they keep detaining Nnamdi Kanu till now. I kept on telling you guys that Nnamdi Kanu has a lot of secret about them. And now you can now finally confirm. After I finish this video, you will definitely confirm and you will be sure. And now you will believe me when I say that Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet. As all what he has been saying has finally come to pass. And it's what is happening now in reality. There's no two ways about it. Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet. He's a man of peace. He's a man of passion. He loves his people so much. And anything he says seems to favor his people. He's not saying anything for the benefit of himself or to gain anything. He wants everything to be equal for everyone. But yet, the Nigerian government keep making it look as if Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist and is a man with evil intentions. Yet, we all know that the man is innocent. Well, without wasting much of your time, we have a lot to do today. There are two videos I will not love you guys to miss. I want you guys to watch these two videos. And when we are back, we'll definitely continue. So do not miss these two videos that will be displayed on your screen. Sit tight, and when we are back, we will continue.
Nigeria bribes every ambassador that comes to Nigeria. They give you loads of money, so you will never report what is happening in Nigeria. You don't know that. Your diplomats presiding over the slaughter of the innocent. You cannot speak the truth. We are in the middle of a war. The Fulanis have levied war on every indigenous population, ethnic group in Nigeria. All of you can see it. And that is why people are dying in Nigeria. Nigeria is the only place in turmoil, not making it onto the front pages of newspapers all over the world. Nobody talks about it because they are all compromised. They've been bribed.
In 2014, these people went to file a petition in the US that Nigeria is suffering from insecurity issue. The people you can see there are people like Muhammadu Buhari, the former president of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, and Rotimi Amechi, the former governor of Rivers State. They went to file a petition to the US government that Nigeria is suffering from persecution. They were trying to make the then President Goodluck Jonathan, to look like a bad person, like he's not capable. Fast forward now, Goodluck Jonathan has rule finished. Buhari entered. He don't die, come out. Now Bola Tinubu is on seat. And this is when the US government are beginning to be like, yeah, there was a petition you guys put then. We want to address the issue. All of a sudden, Bola Tinubu is saying that nothing is happening in this country. A petition that he personally went to file in 2014. Because someone he didn't like was ruling Nigeria. All of a sudden now, he doesn't know that anything is happening in Nigeria. You know, no say come and go meet her this fast.
Nigeria, just wanted to ask you, do you envisage US boots on the ground?
Could be. I mean, a lot of things I envisage, a lot of things. They're killing record numbers of Christians in Nigeria. And they have other countries very bad also. You know that. That part of the world, very bad. They're killing the Christians and killing them in very large numbers. We're not going to allow that to happen.
So guys, welcome back once again. I believe we've all watched the three videos that was just displayed to you on your screen. And from all what the three videos are saying, it is exactly what I'm trying to tell you guys now. From the first video, you can see Nnamdi Kanu saying exactly what I'm saying here. I told you guys earlier on that Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet. He said this thing some years ago. He was talking about the insecurity happening and the killings of Christians are too much. He was saying it that time, but all of us we were relaxed about it, taking it like nothing is really going on. Nnamdi Kanu said this. He said this some years ago, This is why I keep saying this man is a prophet. It was just as if this man predicted and he knew what will happen. But everyone was just less concerned about it. Nobody knew such thing will happen. And now it's now looking like it's now coming to reality. In the second video, you can see the lady there saying that some years ago, Tinubu, Buhari, Amechi, and some other Nigerian government officials went abroad to go and submit a report about the insecurity happening in Nigeria. But now, Tinubu now is now trying to deny it. As Donald Trump, president of US, is now saying, okay, now we will have a hand in the insecurity. Now Tinubu is now denying it because he knows that he is also involved in it. The killings is coming from the Northerners. And he knows about it. That's why he is avoiding Donald Trump to involve himself in this. And in the last video there, we can see what Donald Trump is saying. That the killings of Christians is too much and is in larger quantity. And he will not allow that to happen. The killings is too much. I keep saying this all the time. Well, as you can see on your screen, IPOB mobilizes members for mass protests in Washington, D.C. to stop Tinubu's delegation coming to polish Nigerian image. Now, let's read the full details. In a statement issued on Monday by Comrade Emma Powerful, the Media and Publicity Secretary for the Indigenous People of Biafra, the Biafran group said the planned demonstration will be peaceful but unmistakably powerful. According to the statement, the group accused President Bola Tinubu's administration of attempting to deceive the international community into believing that Nigeria enjoys peace, justice, and religious freedom, despite what is described as ethnic cleansing, forced displacement, and mass killings across the country. A high-level Nigerian delegation is reportedly heading to the United States to polish Nigeria's battered international image and deceive world leaders into believing that peace, justice, and religious freedom exist in that country. They want to cover the blood. The statement read, "We say no, we will not allow the same government presiding over ethnic cleansing, forced displacement, church burnings, abductions, and mass burials of indigenous people to rewrite the narrative while the victims are still bleeding." You can imagine this. You can imagine that. They want to cover the blood. They want to use different excuses. The same government presiding over ethnic cleansing, forced displacement, church burnings, and burials of indigenous people, that they should rewrite the narrative while the victims are still bleeding. No, that will not happen. Now, as you can see on your screen again, President Tinubu to visit US Tuesday meets Trump's vice, J.D. Vance. Now, let's read. President Bola Tinubu is scheduled to visit the United States on Tuesday amid the allegations of Christian genocide in Nigeria and threat of military action by US President Donald Trump. Sahara Reporters has gathered. Sahara Reporters learned on Sunday from presidential sources that Tinubu will be in the US on Tuesday for top-level diplomatic engagement with the US government. Sahara Reporters further learned that President Trump had delegated his vice, James David Vance, to meet with Tinubu during the visit, barring any last-minute changes. Sahara Reporters earlier reported that President Tinubu and United States President Trump were expected to meet in the coming days, either at the State House in Abuja or the White House in Washington, to further strengthen cooperation between both nations on counter-terrorism and global security. This was according to a statement issued by Daniel Bola, media aide to President Tinubu, adding that both leaders share a common vision in combating terrorism and protecting humanity from violent extremism. Bola had made the assertion after Trump designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern. Well, you can now see that everyone now has tagged Nigeria as a particular place of concern. Even the US President Donald Trump has already tagged Nigeria as a place of particular concern. The killings need to stop. This is what Trump wants to put an end to. This is why he wants the meeting with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, either in the State House in Abuja or the White House in Washington. He really wants the meeting so they can put an end to the killings. That is getting too much. As you can see on your screen again, we will support Trump to the end. Ethno-religious genocide in Nigeria, IPOB. This statement was made by the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB. Now, let's see the full details. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has vowed to fully support President Donald Trump of the United States of America and ethno-religious genocide in Nigeria. This was contained in a statement made by the US chapter of IPOB, which was made public by the Media and Publicity Secretary of IPOB, Emma Powerful. The pro-Biafra movement urged all Nigerians of every tribe resident in the US to resist any attempt by Nigeria to launder its image against the recent designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern, CPC, by President Trump. IPOB vowed to mobilize all Nigerians in the US to protest against the proposed meeting of the delegation by the federal government and President Tinubu and President Trump. This is coming on the wings of a report that a high-powered delegation of the federal government is expected in the US on Tuesday to meet with President Trump over Trump's designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. According to IPOB, any attempt by Nigeria to deny or cover up existence genocide against Christians and indigenous Nigerians would be vigorously resisted. The statement, titled Maximum Voltage Activist Alert, read a high-level Nigerian delegation is reportedly heading to the United States to polish Nigeria's battered international image and deceive world leaders into believing that peace, justice, and religious freedom exist in that country. They want to cover the blood. We say no. And this is what me have also been saying too. No, they should not cover the blood. Now let's continue. We will not allow the same government presiding over ethnic cleansing, forced displacement, church burnings, abductions, and mass burials of indigenous peoples to rewrite the narrative while the victims are still bleeding. No, this cannot happen. It is not happening. Well, I'm so happy about President Trump's intervention to end the killings of Christians in Nigeria, because this is becoming too much. And Nnamdi Kanu, as a prophet, said this some years ago. But we all Nigerians, we just fold our arms and remain silent about it. I want to thank Nnamdi Kanu for saying this. Now, it is now coming to reality. Nnamdi Kanu is a true prophet, like I said. Well, I would love to have your take on this. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section. Like this video, share this video. Always leave a free Nnamdi Kanu in the comment section. And most importantly, subscribe to this channel. And most importantly, turn on this channel notification bell so that you will not miss any trending updates about Nnamdi Kanu. See you in my next video. Bye.